On WNBC Channel 4. Thank you, Ms. Jacobs. Now let's open the board, get to the cards, and maybe give away some cash with these card sharks. Ralph Beniccio, our champion. Hi, Ralph. Nice to see you. I'm fine. Won't you again remind us about you?
Okay, my name's Ralph Delisio, and I'm a student at University of Long Beach, okay, and I'm studying engineering, getting married in August to a beautiful young girl, and I'm all set to win some more money to pay for my wedding.
Yeah, yes, you let the cat out of the bag on the last show. You were delighted you won, and you said, I'm getting married in August. And this is going to help you stay in school now, right? You were hoping to get that last semester in.
Right.
Well, this will help pay for it in one trip to the money cards. $2,900 for Ralph, a good champion.
Yeah!
And we're meeting for the first time our challenger, Milena Pinson. Hi, Milena.
Jim.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Won't you tell us about you?
Sure will. My name is Milena Pinson, and I'm a purebred Italian. I was born in Italy. I live in West Hollywood now, and I work in a disco in Beverly Hills. I love to sing, dance, I play guitar, I shoot pool, and I'm an ex-hostess with a fluffy tail.
Oh, yeah. And now, boy, you've led an interesting life. Where are you from in Italy originally?
I was born in a little town very near Venice, inland. It's called Treviso.
Oh, yes. Well, this is very nice. Nice to have you here with us and all. And you shoot pool and everything? You beat the guys shooting pool?
I do that a lot.
Terrific. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Ralph, you want to play pool with her?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Right.
You both got the cards?
Yes, we did.
Here we go. We will start the match. The best two out of three, as always. And it starts with a question to the champion, and that means you, Ralph. Ralph, we asked 100 third-grade boys. Have you ever... Third-grade boys. I love this. Have you ever asked a little girl to marry you? How many third-grade boys have asked a girl to marry them?
Well, I don't know if they even knew the difference between boys and girls then. At least when I was that age, we were still into playing sports, not too much into girls. So I would think that'd be a fairly low number. I'm going to go right around 40.
40 out of 100 third-grade boys have asked a girl to marry them.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was in third grade, I got asked to play doctor a lot. I didn't get any offers of marriage, so I think that's going to be a little lower.
A little lower.
Yeah.
Doctor maybe, but marriage no.
No.
The actual number of third-grade boys who have asked a girl to marry them is 18. It's lower. You got it, Milena. Yeah, sometimes they're very serious about those young people. And the challenger starts off the match with a 3.
Oh, great card. Higher.
Higher than a 3. An 8.
Freeze.
And on the middle card, we move over the freeze bar to protect that position for Milena. And she gets the question.
Okay.
Milena, we asked 100 marriage counselors. Generally speaking, when a man cheats on his wife, is it usually with someone his wife knows? How many marriage counselors say when a man cheats on his wife, yes, it usually is with someone his wife knows?
I think that's very tricky because men, when they're cheating, I don't think want to get caught. And to cheat with somebody that your wife knows, if this person that he's cheating with gets a little angry at him, he might be in trouble because she might tell his wife. So that's gonna be low, I think. About what was the question? How many cheat with a person their
marriage
wife
counselors
knows?
say when a man cheats, it's usually with someone his wife knows?
Oh, that's going to be fairly low. I'd say that's about 23.
23 out of 100 said, yeah, that's who it is. What do you think, Rob?
I think once you get a little older, you start only meeting people that your wife does know. I mean, you go out as a couple. You don't usually go out by yourself to the local bar and find women there. So I would say that might be just a little bit higher than what
A little higher?
Yes.
It's higher. You'll play your cards. If not, it'll be Milena again. The actual number of marriage counselors who said when a man cheats on his wife, it usually is with someone his wife knows, is 53.
Yeah!
Nicely solved by Ralph, the champion. And he starts this game with a queen.
Okay, let's go lower. Let's go lower.
Queen. Oh, an ace is not lower. And Milena gets a free chance to call off the 8.
I have to play that 8. I'm going to go higher.
Not winning the question, she has to play it. She says higher. No.
Yeah!
6 is not higher. We'll fill in the spaces. Ralph gives her words of encouragement. Yeah, you missed it. We'll be right back right after this. All right, Milena needs 3. We pick up with question 3 to Ralph. Ralph, we asked 100 people. If you climbed into your dentist's chair and he said, I'm breaking in a new drill today. I'll be with you as soon as I finish reading the instruction manual. Would you get up and leave? How many people said they'd get up and leave?
If it was my mother, she'd go out screaming. She is a... okay, I think that's going to be high. I think most people are afraid of the dentist. They don't like their... So
Don't
I'm gonna
do sound effects, Ralph. That's terrible. Oh.
I'm gonna go pretty high on that. I'm gonna go 67.
67 out of 100 said they'd leave if it was a new drill.
Jim, I've been in waiting rooms in dentist's office and left. You know, like anybody tells me something like that, you know I'm going to go. So I think that's going to be higher than that.
Even higher than 67.
I don't care if it's an abscess. I'm going to go. I'm going.
Well, the actual number of people who would get up and leave the dentist's office is 58, not higher. A little lower. Ralph has it. More than half would
All
leave
right,
with that
come on.
new drill.
Let's go lower on that queen.
Lower
No
than a
worries.
queen. Yes, a jack.
Let's go lower again.
Risking it lower. A four.
Yeah. Let's go higher.
Higher than a 4. And
Yeah, freeze.
now, as we move over the freeze bar, Ralph needs 1 card up the middle with an 8. Milena needs 3, also up the middle with an 8. Control is going to be very important because this is sudden death. Someone has to win it right here. Milena, we surveyed 100 women who were competing in the Miss Nude Galaxy Beauty Pageant. And we asked them, which would make you more nervous, posing nude before a crowd or giving a speech before a crowd? How many nude beauty contestants said giving a speech before a crowd of people would make them more nervous?
Well, I think that since they are in the contest to begin with, they have no qualms about being nude in front of people. So it's, I'll tell you, I think women in that position would probably be more nervous giving a speech because they've got to open their mouth after all, right? They don't have to show off their body. So that might be a little tricky. That's going to be pretty high. They're going to be more nervous giving a speech. So I say that's about 75 would be more nervous giving a speech.
75. I saw Mark Breslow sneak that camera on me there. I was 75 out of 100. Nude beauty contestants said giving a speech would make them more nervous.
Well, it has to be. I mean, come on, you're out there showing your body off. You don't enter a contest unless you know, a contest like that anyway, unless you're willing to show off your body. And that may mean you don't have too many brains. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's got to be higher.
You say higher.
Yes.
All right. The actual number of nude beauty contestants who said giving a speech before a crowd of people would make them more nervous is 82. It is higher. Ralph, you've got control in sudden death. You can play it or you can pass it.
Well, I consider myself a very big gentleman. Go ahead, Milena.
You're going to pass
Oh,
it.
yours.
Thanks, Ralph.
Milena, you're right up the middle with an 8, and you must get all 3 cards for the
Okay,
game.
I'm going to call that one higher.
Higher than an 8. Yes, a queen.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a queen at 9.
Oh.
Now the big call.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Is it lower for Milena? No!
Yeah!
Wins it in sudden death. She got 2 thirds, but she could not turn over that 3rd card. So, game 1 going to the champion.
I knew it was higher, too.
You knew it was higher?
I felt it was, but I had to go with the odds, Jim.
Oh, I think probably your instincts are invariably the best way
Sure,
to
but
go.
then, you know, it's like Vegas, the odds, right?
Okay. Well,
Sure.
let's see how it works out this time. You're going to get another crack at it. It is the best 2 out of 3. Next card's off the top of the deck. Starting game 2 with a question to Ralph. Ralph, we asked 100 people. Do you think it is wrong for scientists to invent new machines that increase productivity but put hundreds of people out of work? How many people said it is wrong to invent machines that put people out of work?
Well, Jim, I'm becoming an engineer. Come on, I got to invent new machines that are going to put people out of work. And when you put people out of work, you put new people into work. You have to know something to do something. So I'm going to say that's
How many say it's wrong to do it?
it's wrong to do it. I'm going to say that's a low number. I'm going to go ahead and say 33.
33 out of 100 people said that's wrong.
Okay, I'm telling you what. With things the way they are right now, unemployment is up. People really need jobs. I think it's very, very wrong for people to have more machinery and all that people labor sitting out there collecting welfare. I think it's higher.
Higher than that?
It's higher, yes.
The actual number
Come
of people
on.
who said it is wrong to invent machines that put people out of work is 35. You're right. It is higher by just 2. Wow. Milena starts this game with a 5.
Okay, I'm gonna play that card and go higher.
Higher than a 5. No, another 5 is not higher. Ralph gets a free chance to play a 6.
Higher, higher.
Higher than a 6. A queen.
Lower, lower.
Lower than a queen. A 4.
Higher.
Risking it higher. No. And again, it looked like Ralph's instincts were saying stop
Freeze,
on
yeah.
that card. We'll have question 2 coming at you right after this. For you. How many bachelors said knowing they were number 2 would ruin it?
Men have very high egos concerning that area, sex. So they'd probably be a little miffed and probably a little hurt, but I don't think it would ruin it. Maybe not make it as exciting as it could be, but what the heck. Okay, that's not going to be that high. I think that's about 46.
46 out of 100 said that would ruin it if they heard they were the second best lover.
Well, we do try harder when we hear things like that. But I'm gonna say males do have an ego. Come on, let's face that. So I'm gonna go a little lower on that.
No, how many said it would ruin it?
Would ruin it?
She said 46.
Yeah, I think more would say it would ruin it.
Well, that would be higher then.
Yes, higher.
Okay, that sounded like where your thinking
that's
was
the way I was
going.
thinking.
46 and higher. The actual number of bachelors who said knowing they were number 2 would ruin it for them is 46, right on the head! And Milena, get your $500 bonus. Nicely done.
Looking right up.
I don't know. Could everybody see Milena turning away? She won the $500. And, well, if she had won $1,000, we would have been off the air, friends. And everything is back together again now?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And not only did she get a $500 bonus,
that card.
she wants to get rid of the 5. As Milena had the 2.
Higher!
Higher than a 2. An ace.
Lower!
Lower than the ace. A pair.
Higher!
Risking it higher. A king. To tie up the match. Well, that is about as good as you can do with one card. $500 and the game. That turned out to be a $600 question, Milena. And now we have a tie. Each player with $100. One game. We set up with a tiebreaker. 3 cards up there. 3 questions here. And Ralph, the state prison system in Michigan is planning to force inmates who can afford it to pay for their own room and board while in prison. Fact. So we asked 100 people, do you think that's a good idea? How many people think that inmates who can afford it should pay their own room and board in prison?
Oh, yeah. The way people are today, they're willing to palm off money. If somebody else can pay it, they pay it instead of them. So that's going to have to be a really high number. I'm going to go with 80 on that.
80 out of 100 said if they can pay it, the inmates should pay it.
Okay, well, you have to understand that the people are paying for them to be there in the first place. These people committed an act of crime. Obviously, they're there to pay for it. And we're paying for their room and board. So why shouldn't they? But I still think it's going to be a little bit lower.
A little lower than 80. You think you went a little too high with that 80?
A little bit, yeah.
The actual number of people who think inmates who can afford it should pay their own room and board in prison is 63. It is lower. Well, Milena solved that one nicely, and she starts the tiebreaker with a 9.
Change that card.
Near middle card, the 9 becomes a 10, a little better.
Have to go lower, Jim.
Lower than a 10. Yes, a 9.
I'll go with the odds lower.
Taking a chance
Lower.
with a near middle card, but it gives her the championship if this is lower. Ralph, we have to say goodbye, but you have $3,000 in cash. Good luck with the studies and with your marriage.
No problem.
Thank you, Ralph. Milena, come on down here with me. Milena Penson, our new champion. Milena and I are going to go find some a needle and thread, friends, and we'll be right back with the money cards. Right? Here we go. Let's hop off a nice win with some good money cards. We're going to give you $200 of new money on the bottom line with the money cards, and it's your decision how you bet them. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money, 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. And here you're on your own, so if you get a double, you don't lose. We'll carry it over for you.
Thanks a lot.
Here's $200.
Okay.
And you can change your base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Lois. We'll start Milena with 200 and a jack.
Ooh, that's not a bad card. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bet $100 that's lower.
Gonna play the jack, and
Yes.
she says $100 that this card is lower. And it is with a 10.
$50 that's lower.
Now the minimum bet, $50, lower than a 10. That's a good trade, $50 for an ace.
Higher, lower.
Trying to double it for $500 lower than an ace. Yes! Good job on this level. The big ace helped. We move up to 6. We'll give you the other 200.
Change that card.
All right, let's see a
Change
good
it.
change. $700 already, and for this level, a queen.
Okay,
Better card.
I've got 700. Okay, I'm going to bet $500 that's lower.
$500 lower than a queen. Yes! 4.
Okay, I am going to bet $600 that's higher.
$600, half the money, higher than a 4. Yes!
Woo!
Up the middle now with an 8. Be
Okay,
careful.
I'm going to bet $50 that's lower.
Well,
$50
she's not getting
lower.
carried away. The minimum bet, $50 on the middle card. Lower. No. But you didn't lose much, and most importantly, we move up to 10, and it's your decision whether you play it or
Change
not.
that. Get rid of it right now.
$17.50 for the big bet,
Come on,
Milena.
please.
A 6. You must bet at least $8.75, Milena. You have $1,750.
Okay. I'll bet half of it that it's higher.
All right, so you're going to come out of this with some money. Let's see a good one. Half of it,
Please.
that this card is higher than a 6. It is for the big king. $2,625. 200 in the game, that's $28.25. Nicely done. 2,825. That's right, the other 500, I forgot about that. You've got $3,325. Milena Penson, our champion, meets a new challenger after this.
Nobody told me which pile do I take it from.
Game show host. It's a tougher job than it looks.
This one here like this?
Family Feud, weeknights at 8:30 and 12:30 Eastern.
Higher than a 5. Yes, a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. Queen.
Lower.
Risking it lower. A 10. And Milena goes whizzing across the board. And the next question will go to Dalton, but we're going to take time out for this important message. Are we saying goodbye? This is not a commercial. This is a goodbye. Well, unless we're going to be in the middle of the soap operas, I'm going to say goodbye now, friends. I didn't know that. We'll see you next time on Card Shark. We have some people from the Temple City High School Band in Temple City, California. We have other friends from Tucson, Arizona. And we're going off in the smoothest possible way. I don't want to talk about it. See you next time.
We are not happy about.
Hi there, I'm Todd Newton from Hollywood Showdown, the game show with the box office that actually pays you for a change. Hollywood Showdown is next, right here on Game Show Network.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.